At Home with Gary Sullivan Project of the Week.
All right, our project of the week is maybe you got a Four Seasons room, or it's a Three Seasons room, and you want to add some cooling, or you want to add some heat, or maybe you got that upstairs bedroom that just never really gets below 85 degrees, and you want to cool that, but you don't want to put a window air conditioner in. There are options. Joining us is Roy Kuzera. He is the Senior Vice President with Fujitsu. And Roy, welcome. You're at Home with Gary Sullivan.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate being on the show.
So how do you help me out here? I don't know if you heard my introduction, but in our neck of the country, we have like 3-season rooms, 4-season room. Maybe we want some heat. We want some cold. Maybe we have a cabin. And it's not air conditioned in northern Michigan, and we've had some hot summers, or maybe we just got a back bedroom that never seems to get below 84. Your company makes mini split systems. What is a mini split system?
Yeah, mini split's a ductless heating and cooling system that allows you to control temperature in individual rooms or spaces. In doing so, you're not only customizing your home comfort, but saving significant energy by controlling temperatures by individual rooms rather than entire house. Overall, Fujitsu General offers the most energy-efficient lineup of mini splits on the market.
Hey, Roy, is a mini split system, is that what I find in like a hotel room? Is that a mini split system?
That would be traditionally a PTAC unit,
okay. All right.
package terminal air conditioning unit,
okay.
And they're very noisy through the wall.
They sure
air conditioners. They would remind you more of a window unit, where window unit blocks your view. The PTAC unit does not, but you don't have the efficiencies or the noise problems with a mini split. What a mini split does is mount the indoor unit and remove that noise-making component of the compressor and push it outside through copper tubing to be far away from the living space. The indoor unit will run at a low 25 decibels, allowing you to have a much more quiet space to live in.
So how big are these?
And they're approximately about 30 inches wide and about 12 inches tall and about 8 inches deep on the indoor unit. But we offer a wide variety of indoor units, from wall mount to floor mount to ceiling cassettes that will recess flush with the ceiling, as well as ducted units. We call them compact duct or mini ducted units. Ductwork creates a large loss of efficiency in your home. Mini ducted systems minimize that duct loss.
So in a window air conditioner, for instance, is sold by BTUs. How is a mini split system sold?
Sure. Mini splits are also calculated and sold by BTU. So we have ranging from 7,000 BTUs on a multi-zone system to 9, 12, 15, 18, 24,000 and up. We have a single zone model all the way up to an 8-zone system, which will have 8 indoor units to 1 outdoor unit.
Okay. And how about the efficiency? You said they're real efficient. Window air conditioners are not very efficient.
Yeah, in comparison, your SEER rating, S-E-E-R, Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio,
Correct.
which is the benchmark used for central air conditioning units, we have a SEER rating on our mini splits as high as 33 SEER, which is about twice as efficient as your high-efficiency central air systems, and about 3 times as efficient as the minimum standard.
What's your standard SEER system for a mini split? I know you got them up to 33. What are they usually 20 or
18, 19, 20?
Yeah. Which is very, very, very good. I mean, that's highly rated if you're buying a central system.
That's correct.
So.
But back to your original question as to conditioning spaces that you're adding onto a home, a 3-season room, et cetera. Your central air system, if you're going to put a burden on them for that new extension, that remodeled garage, et cetera, oftentimes you have to upgrade your central air system or put an excess burden on it. The whole idea of a mini split is variable speed compressor that allows the system to ramp up and down to meet just the load that's being required. So wide-conditioned spaces you don't occupy, when those rooms are turned off, those air conditioning units will then ramp down in speed, consuming just as much energy as required to condition those spaces.
Yeah, I see a lot of people mess up their heating and cooling systems. They put a room addition on and just think that furnace is just going to take over there and try and do it themselves, and they screw up the whole house.
Right, and they wind up consuming even more energy.
Yeah. Well, talk to me about the energy. The source of power is electric?
Yes, electric heat pump. Our heat pump technology allows the systems to operate all the way down to minus 15 degrees ambient temperature outside. Mm-hmm. That provides you year-round heating and cooling. So in most parts of the country, that 3-season or 2-season sunroom has turned into a 4-season room for your house.
Sure. Now, is this 220 direct wire? Is that how it's...
We have both 115 and 220-volt systems. Okay. Because of the refrigerant in the systems, it requires professional installation because the CFC laws and the contractor licensing involved.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So for people that aren't familiar with this, we never heard much about mini split systems until probably 10 years ago. So I assume that they're growing in popularity.
Yeah, mini split technology has been around for decades, right? Just not in the United States. Countries like in Asia, 90% of all air conditioning is mini split technology. When you look at Asia, when you look at Europe and Australia, it's more around 50 or 60%. But those countries have all had high gas prices, high utility prices, and conservation and energy efficiency comes first when designing a house. In the U.S., we tend to put comfort first and energy efficiency second. The good news is that in a mini split system like ours, comfort and efficiency come in one package. You can provide high efficiency energy savings as well as comfort. When your parents taught you as a kid, when you leave the room, turn your light off, well, it's the same thing here with a mini split system. When you leave the room, you can set the temperature higher or turn the system off for that room so that your home consumes less energy.
So what do you think is driving the mini split system, or where do you see people buying them? I mean, obviously it has multiple uses, whether it's a room addition, whether it's a basement. We're always getting people, too hot, too cold, all that story, or the back bedroom's too hot, too cold. I mean, what is the number one driving of the mini split system, in your opinion?
Mini splits are both a solution problem solver. Like you described, if you've got a central air system and the ductwork's inadequate because it was sized for heating and then they put in cooling on top of it, a lot of times the upstairs isn't as cold as the downstairs when you're air conditioning, and by the time you get the air conditioning upstairs cold enough, the downstairs is freezing. So instead of replacing your central air system, you add mini splits in that scenario in order to provide better comfort. In other applications, our mini split systems provide whole business conditioning. We're Energy Star rated. We go into a lot of Energy Star homes as a more modern solution to air conditioning.
Sure. Now, we've just given them the 101 version of mini split systems. If they want to get more information and kind of do their research on them, maybe it's right for them, maybe they're having these issues. Do you have a website we can direct them to, Roy?
Sure. They can go to constantcomfort.com.
Okay.
That's www.constantcomfort.com.
All right. And you have a phone number also, which is 888-888-3424, correct?
Correct.
All right, Roy, thank you much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Bye-bye. All right, so there you go. If you're kind of missing that link, I call it the missing link item, or just